Okay, so hi, this week has been hell for me, Ellie, and Skull. So we decided to release episode 53 in 2 parts because that made the most sense to us. So today we'll cover the Microsoft Activision thing as well as the upcoming games and whatever else. And then tomorrow will be the rest of the episode. Because we never give up, even when everything, literally, from our editor's fucking internet going out to me having to re-record everything twice, tries to get in the way. So enjoy the episode. Subscribe to us, like us, love us, give me chocolate. I don't care. I'll see you tomorrow.
If you haven't heard by now, Microsoft has beaten out the FTC in court, which means the Microsoft Activision merger will go ahead despite the July 18th deadline.
I know a lot of people are curious about why this is such a big deal and why it matters, so let's get you guys caught up.
Alright kids, listen up, because there's a lot to cover and there's gonna be a pop quiz at the end of all of this. January 18th, 2022, Microsoft announces the buyout. April 1st, Bernie Sanders and companies sent a letter to the FTC, worried that the deal could disrupt investigations of Activision Blizzard employees following the shitty things they did. August 24th, Microsoft makes a site that says, hey, look at how good this deal is. September 1st, Microsoft confirms they'd release Call of Duty on PlayStation on the same day as they release it on Game Pass. September 7th, PlayStation's Jim Ryan calls Xbox's promise inadequate on many levels. October 12th, Xbox says PlayStation is too big to fail after the CMA raises concerns about the merger. October 31st, Phil Spencer makes a funny haha by saying Call of Duty will continue to ship on PlayStation as long as there's a PlayStation to ship to. November 11th, Xbox gives PlayStation a 10-year deal to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation consoles, but PlayStation doesn't take the deal. December 8th, the FTC sues to block the merger. January 5th, 2023, the UK CMA extends the investigation into Xbox's acquisition of Activision Blizzard. January 30th, The Last of Us comes out on HBO and is wildly successful, proving Sony's merger opposition is baseless. February 3rd, the EU issues an antitrust warning to Microsoft. February 8th, the CMA says Xbox's acquisition of Activision Blizzard could harm gamers. February 21st, Xbox signs a 10-year deal to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo and Nvidia, which pleases Nvidia. February 27th, Sony says without Call of Duty, Sony will be less innovative. March 8th, Sony then says they'll probably just release buggy versions of Call of Duty. March 14th, Microsoft signs a 10-year deal to bring PC titles to streaming platform Boosteroid, including Call of Duty if they do the merger. March 15th, then they sign another 10-year deal with the firm behind the games that stream to the Switch. March 24th, the CMA says to Sony, Microsoft is cool, Sony, though we still have some issues with cloud gaming. April 26th, the CMA prevents the buyout, stating Microsoft failed to effectively address the concerns in the cloud gaming sector. May 22nd, shockingly, the CCP approved the merger. May 25th, Microsoft appeals to the CMA. July 11th, Microsoft beats the FTC.
California Judge Corley released a nice lengthy statement that I'm not going to read, but to highlight, Microsoft is committed in writing, in public, and in court to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation for 10 years on parity with Xbox. It made an agreement with Nintendo to bring Call of Duty to Switch and entered several agreements to, for the first time, bring Activision's content to several cloud gaming services.
Of course, the FTC is appealing, which Microsoft is disappointed about. In fact, House Judiciary Committee member Kevin Kiley ripped into the FTC chair, Lynn O'Connor stating,
You seem to be losing quite a bit, and I don't say that to be disrespectful, but these are, after all, taxpayer funds. You are now 0-4 in merger trials. The average win rate for the FTC in the modern antitrust era is around 75%. So I have to ask, why are you losing so much?
As I said, this means Microsoft can go ahead with the merger, assuming the UK and its CMA can come into an agreement. But Microsoft has started considering selling off some of their cloud gaming rights to appeal to the UK, and Activision Blizzard is planned to be removed from the Nasdaq ahead of the merger, so this is all pretty inevitable.
This week's Buried Alive Banger, a segment where we cover a game that our community doesn't think has had enough attention, is Mega Man-inspired Gravity Circuit.
Gravity Circuit is the most not Mega Man game we've seen since Mighty No. 9. The difference is that this one is actually good. You play as Kai, a Gundam-looking sentient robot, as he protects his futuristic world, populated by sentient robots, as they are once more threatened by an old foe, the Virus Army. The gameplay, character designs, and music are all great, so give it a look.
Hello, nurse! Well, here are the games coming out this week. It's Pikmin week, which means Pikminheimer is finally upon us.
And here's our schedule for next week. We try to stream on YouTube once a week. Otherwise, we stream over on Twitch, so follow us over there.
And that pretty much wraps it up for this week. It was a cursed week, from internet issues to recording issues, but hey, we made it to you guys anyway. Let us know what you think about the stories below, especially that Microsoft one. What do you guys think it's going to mean for you?
Let us know in the comments because we always love to hear your thoughts. Once again, thank you guys so much for supporting us, and until next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.